Hello everyone and welcome back. So we are in November and my mower seems to be causing some issue here out on the road. Let's remove that so the cars can pass. I don't know why it's doing this. Let's see if we can attach. Oh, okay. So the next option is actually just to push it in to let the cars pass. Okay. There we go. Now I should have no problem. Perfect. There we go. That situation solved. Right. So we need to go down. We hired the wind rower in the last episode. So let's go and get that piece of machine. So here we are. Let's just collect our tether. Is there anything else I can bring with me? No, there isn't. Okay. So this field need to be fertilized. Do I run up and get a bag of fertilizer? Right. What I'll do is I'll bring my pallet forks with me. Let's get this attached. Okay. And let's bring the wind rower. Actually, I was looking at tractors and I just noticed that there's actually a Dites right here that I didn't see before. I just didn't take notice of it. And it's 28,000. And the horsepower is 143. We can't seem to put a loader on it. Glass tinting. Mud guards. I was thinking if we take on that tether job, where is it? We actually might be able to afford that Dites. So the case tractor is a bit too expensive at the moment. Where is that tether job actually? It's up here. There was another job, wasn't there? Okay, but the wrapper is right there, yeah. Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave the wrapper and we'll just, if we can, we'll try and do that job before sending back the wrapper. Just to get that done. And right. So we'll do this tedding job just, and while we're up there, if we have enough money, we won't have enough money to buy a bag of fertilizer. Okay. We'll see what we go at. No, we'll stick to this job first, and then when we're finished this job, we'll have a look and see if there's any other jobs there. And it might be a good deadwood job that we can do. And we might take that on. And we might just skim by getting a bag of fertilizer. Okay, so I'm going to go and get this job done. And I'll talk to you in a moment. Okay, and we're at 99. This is one big field. My tether is a bit too small. So there we go, finished. Okay, just leave it here. Now, let's collect our wages. Right, yes. Okay, now let's see. Lovely, so we do have over 28,000. But first, just before I go in there. Okay, that's a huge wind roar. Okay. Now look at this. 26,333. How much horsepower? 110 horsepower. What's speed? 40k. Okay. But then this is not new and need to be serviced. Okay. And this is an MB track. Not bad. Nice looking tractor. Okay. Okay. So let's go back here. As we'll have to service these tractors, it'll cost a small bit more. Just for now, we will purchase this tractor here. And it's 143 horsepower. So we are well above the 110 horsepower of the Vint. So that's perfect. And I think I'll leave everything as standard. And let's buy. Perfect. We just bought our second tractor. Okay, so how much is a bag of fertilizer actually? It's 1800, is it? 1920. So is there any fast job around? That's a wrapper. Redwood, that'll be the fastest I say. And it's heading okay, close to our place. We might do that later on. Even though I do not think we'll have time to do that. So I'm going to accept that job. And I'm just going to run over and get that done. Where is it? Here it is. So I'm going to field 22. Visit there. So where? Aha. Lovely. And the trees are visible, which is great. Okay. So I'm going to go and get Walter. You need to lime this field. It needs lime. Even though it's ready to harvest. Anyway. Right. I'll get at this. And I'll talk to you in a moment. Okay, and here's the last tree. And we are done. So another contract completed. Right. Let's collect our wages. Right. Okay. And let's purchase a let's purchase fertilizer. Solid big bag, yeah, that'd be perfect. And let's buy. There we go. Done. Okay. So we can bring this up to the shop. And what we can do is we will leave the fertilizer and this tractor here at the shop, and we'll bring down our new tractor. And the new tractor can run the windrower. There's the tractor. Nice. Okay, let's just... And we're ready then to bring the fertilizer down. So here's our new tractor. It's AgroStar 6.61. Lights fire. It looks like a nice hardy looking tractor. Lovely. A nice piece of kit here. So let's get in and start the tractor up. Let's have one look in the cab. It is a one fancy looking cab. Okay. Ooh. Looks like the tractor has plenty of power. And the tractor can actually go a bit faster. Nice. Okay. Now I know we wanted to buy the case. Well, I wanted to buy the case. But that could be because we haven't put a loader onto this tractor. we can actually buy the case and put the loader on their tractor. That's on our Massey Ferguson. So that's fine. I'm going to go down and get the windrower. And we will bring the windrower back to... What's actually the name of our field? 83. It's nice. And I didn't even see this in the... at the store, flicking through the catalogue a couple of days ago. So, very good. And we don't have to service the tractor or anything like that, which is quite a bonus. And for 28,000, I think we did very well here. Okay, so I'm going to go down and get the windrower, and let's see if we can get that field baled and wrapped today. We're nearly finished this field there. I know I purchased this tractor without purchasing the field, and maybe it might be a mistake that we didn't purchase that field. But this tractor kind of opens us up to hiring out bigger machinery. We do a lot of mowing, and I was looking at one of those mowers, and it required 110 horsepower, which this tractor is 143 horsepower, so well capable of driving that mower. Now, and that will speed up these jobs so that we can do and get a lot more jobs done in an episode. I hope it works out that way. If not, well, we learn. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and get the baler. So I think this is a good buy. It's bought spend new, so we don't have to service this or anything like that, so we save those costs definitely, which is ideal. Now the one thing, I don't think this tractor can take a loader. Let's see if I'm correct. I could be wrong. No, it doesn't take a loader. Okay, and that's why we have the other tractor still. Okay, so oh, I didn't put any mud guards on my one. Doesn't matter. We just had enough to just buy a bag of fertilizer for our field, our alfalfa fields and our grass field there too, so that we can get another round of fertilizer on those fields. Make sure that those fields are fertilized at 100%, which is always ideal to get the best crop that we can from those fields. As you know, we need every bit of money we can get. So yeah, this is a lovely tractor. I'm enjoying driving it. So, and it's a change. So yeah, so this can go on to heavier machinery while we can load the bales and do the little jobs like the fertilizer spreading and all that with their tractor. It'll be ideal, and wrapping the bales. So I'm going to go ahead and get the baler and go back down to our field. Okay, and we are done. Good job. We have quite a few bales here. I wonder how many bales did we get in the end. Actually, let's pick this up here. There's a nice bit right here. There we go. And while we're at it, we just... There we go. Okay, let's park this where we park it up here. All the way there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 18, 19 bales. I count 19 bales. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I'm going to leave the tractor here. It was a pleasure baling with this tractor. It seems like, I didn't realize it at the time, but it seems like this tractor is easier to back. Even with an implement on it. Because this tractor, let's see. The tractor can be quite slow backing. No, it's fast there, but every now and again there's a slight difference. I don't know what it is. I'm not too sure. But I just noticed there when driving the Dites that it was a way easier time. Let's see if we can get the fertilizer spreader into the mill. No. So we don't be too off balance. There we go, just a small bit better. So yeah, so really enjoyed driving the Dites. Now, I don't know, I should have put maybe the mud guards on the front of the Dites, but we just didn't have, I don't know how much it actually cost to do that. We might do it down in the future. Now, just look at this tractor too. It has, this tractor has no front mud guards, so we're not doing too bad. And we're not doing too bad. You know, we purchased that tractor now, which makes things a bit easier. And it seems like it's making things a lot faster too. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and take the tether off this tractor and put on the fertilizer spreader and spread some fertilizer on the alfalfa field. And then I'm going to bring this tractor over to the field we just baled. I'll see if we start wrapping then or not, or it could be at the start of the next episode. We'll see. So this is November. I'm not too sure what December is going to be like. Are we going to have any jobs to do? I don't think our alfalfa field, our grass field, will be ready to mow again. And so we might just move on to January or February, depending on if January is similar to December. I can imagine it would be, but like that again, I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not, because we can stay in January and work and get a few contracts completed in January. Well, I believe in January, it's January, and that the prices are good for the bales. Let's have one quick look. Yes, it is January. And July as well. Okay, but silage, then let's have one quick look at silage. Where is silage? Here it is. Okay, so silage was last month. Actually, 363. Okay, so it doesn't, there's only a few euros in it. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, and here is the last bale. Ideally, we should have a baler with a wrapper on it, one of those combi balers. But at the moment, we just can't afford it. And it looks like we just had enough wrap to do all these bales. Perfect. Okay. So that's all the bales wrapped now. Like I said, just enough bale wrap. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to return this wrapper as we're finished of it now. Let's get that done so we don't incur further prices, further costs. Okay, so how do we do this again? Vehicles, there it goes. There we go. So that's the teller. There it is. Return, there we go. Yes. Okay. Ooh, and we're minus 81 euros. Okay, so we're in the minus. Okay, so on the next day we will fertilize this field. That'll be the first task. And we will hopefully have a few more contracts. So there's a 1% fermented. Perfect. Okay. So that's where we're going to leave it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll talk to you again. Bye for now. Bye.